What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. I meant to do this video earlier than what I did, obviously, but things happen. I'm all blurry. There we go. Don't know what was going on there. Things happen. Life happens. Kind of got in the way of me doing this video for a little bit, but I'm back and I'm here. So what I'll be showing you guys today is some stuff that I've gotten from the Declutter store on eBay. They used to be known as eStocks. If you've watched this channel any amount of time, then you already know that I order from there quite a bit because you find some stuff, sometimes some very hard to find stuff, and I think their max price that they charge on any of their CDs is $8.99. So I found some steals on that eBay store from time to time. I found some stuff here and there over the past month or so that helped fill in some holes in the collection. Funny thing, if you can look, I'm kind of scared. If you can see behind me, you see how my shelves are starting to kind of sag. It's not the shelves, it's the floor. The floor in here in my man cave and in the adjoining room is starting to buckle. So I'm a bit worried. I might have to do some rearranging and get those off the shelves. We have somebody coming to look at the floors, a contractor, tomorrow, so hopefully that will be taken care of. If that's the case, I don't know when the next video will be, because if everything's having to be pulled down and, and got stuff going on, construction work or whatever, getting the floors fixed, it might be a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to get this video out of the way. In the meantime, as I said, I've just kind of been filling in holes in the collections. I found some stuff that I've been meaning to pick up forever, some stuff that I'm a bit ashamed that wasn't in my collection to begin with, but needless to say, I'm glad to have it in there now. The first CD I'm going to show is a CD that I actually already own. I bought this CD back, I believe, in 2011, and I wore it out. I mean, I've played the CD. It's one of my favorite CDs, period. One of my favorite bands, period. Excuse me. And I've played the CD so much that it's gotten skips and scratches. I used to play it in the car all the time, which is terrible for CDs. This is Wood of Ypres with Woods 4, the Green Album. There's a heavy dose of Type O Negative influence on this album. I love this album. It was actually my main introduction into Woods of Ypres, and it sparked that love affair that I have with that band. So definitely glad to have a good copy, a clean copy of this that isn't scratched up and not messed up. I'll probably take a little bit better care of that one than I did the previous copy. Next up, two CDs that I already own, but I don't own this box set. Collector Scum. This box set usually goes for about 40 bucks. So when I saw it going for as cheap as it was going on the Declutter store, I went ahead and grabbed it. As I said, Collector Scum. This is Cannibal Corpse with the 2 CD version of The Wretched Spawn and Worm Infested. It's just got this slipcase on the outside. We have the deluxe, I guess, digipack of The Wretched Spawn. It has the DVD and the CD in this kind of, well, I just dropped the disc. That's not good. I'll pick that up after the video is over. Hopefully I'll remember it's down there. And then it has just the jewel case edition of Worm Infested. Like I said, I already own both of these albums. Well, one's an EP. I own the EP and the full length of The Wretched Spawn. I didn't have the digipack, like the deluxe version of The Wretched Spawn, so it's nice to have that DVD included with this. I'm going to set this off to the side so I don't forget to pick that disc up after this video is over. In the previous, I guess, general collection update that I did, I talked about this band because I got one of their other releases and said that I need to go back and revisit some of their newer stuff because I wasn't as big of a fan of the newer stuff as their older stuff. I went back and re-listened to this album and I enjoyed it quite a bit. This is a Dustwalker by Finn. This was the deluxe edition that came with the pen and all that type of stuff. It has just the disc in this little slip case, which I hate, on the inside. I didn't know that I was buying the deluxe edition when I purchased it. It just had the album artwork, has the little booklet. This, as I said, it was the deluxe edition that came with the pen and stuff, which was not included in this. So I was kind of let down. I would rather just had a standard jewel case version than a partial deluxe version, but what can you do? Atmospheric type stuff. Black metal, bit of doom metal, folky stuff. Not too bad. Not my favorite release from Finn, but it is it has a rightful spot in my collection. I think it's definitely a worthwhile piece of material to own. Some of this next stuff is just some classic material that I've been meaning to pick up for so long. First up, we have Immolation with a Hereinafter. Sorry, I'm fighting that glare a little bit. Amazing death metal. Probably one of their best releases, in my opinion. Last year, Atonement, I think was the name of the album that came out last year. That was a super fantastic album. I believe it made my end of the year list as well. But Immolation is awesome. I love their style of kind of blistering death metal, Rift City death metal, great stuff. Another classic death metal album, I have Autopsy with the Severed Survival reissue. This is the 2-disc reissue. I'm not sure actually when this remaster or reissue came out. 2009, so it's been out for a little bit. Another, I think, still on that Declutter store. Sometimes they just don't know the value of the stuff that they're selling so cheap. Next up, we have some war metal, I guess, some blackened death metal. This is Blasphemy with Gods of War plus Blood Upon the Altar. So, fantastic release here. Like I said, this is stuff that I wish I'd had in my collection for so much longer than... I mean, I'm kind of ashamed that some of this stuff wasn't in my collection to begin with. So, definitely glad to have it now. Fantastic stuff right there. Changing gears a little bit, we have some power metal. We have Blind Guardian with Tales from the Twilight World. Super strong Blind Guardian release. Another one that should have been in my collection already, but it wasn't. But fantastic stuff. I don't know if I showed that back. Was listening to Goodbye My Friend, the track off this earlier today. So anyway, moving on, we have some more death metal. This is filling out my Divine Empire full length collection. I have this this was the last one that I needed. I believe this is their debut full length. I still want to get my hands on their demo, but I don't have that yet. But this is Redemption from Divine Empire. Like I said, death metal that has that late 90s death metal vibe going on this. 98 was when this was released on Olympic Recordings, Slip Disc Recordings. About the same time that Gorguts Obscura was released on that same label. So, enjoy Divine Empire quite a bit. Definitely glad to have that in the collection now. And then last but not least, we have Merciful Fate. I went blurry again. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Merciful Fate with 9. This is one that I thought I already had in my collection. I saw it come up for sale on Declutter, so I jumped on my Discogs just to check, because sometimes I lose track of what I have and what I don't have back there because there's so much stuff. And I didn't have it. I just kind of slapped myself, and I went ahead and added it to the shopping cart, and now it's here. Fantastic stuff. King Diamond. You know what you're getting with Merciful Fate and King Diamond on vocals. Fantastic album. Great stuff. Like I said, some of this stuff I was a bit ashamed that it wasn't in my collection, but I'm glad to have it now. I hope this was some stuff that you guys enjoyed as well. Wasn't nearly as much of the unknown stuff that I usually show, so I guess it's nice to have a little bit more mainstream update every once in a while. Have some more stuff that I want to show. I'm going to do another video hopefully by the end of the weekend. I say that all the time. Whether or not that happens, we'll find out. But there's some stuff from Bandcamp and that type of stuff that I want to show. So hopefully that will be up here in the very near future. Also going to do another update with the wrestling figures. Some of you seemed to like that last time I did that video. So got some new ones of those as well that I'll hopefully have that up by the end of the weekend as well. So we'll see. That's all I've got for tonight. Stay classy, stay metal. I will see you all very, very soon. I promise.